Chris, lineup tonight, will Vander Kane be playing? And I know you've, as the playoffs have worn on, you've been a little more, not secretive, but you haven't been telling us as much as you did earlier in the playoffs. So this could be the last game. So
things are a
who's
little
playing
bit
and who's
different.
not?
Things are a little bit different, a little more at stake. I think regular season, there's not much reason to or keep anything secret, but playoffs are obviously a little bit different. So I'm gonna have to make you wait.
Right side, third row, Ryan and Cam.
First one here is from Cam. He just wanted to know about focus in a moment like this and what signs you see of focus from your group.
I think the guys are very focused. I think they're, optimistic, focused, energized, excited for the challenge. And it's going to be a challenge, but if there's a team that can do it, if there's a group of men that I want to do this with, it's the guys in that room. From what I've seen through this season, how resilient they are, their perseverance, their focus, their attitude. I'm really excited for the next 10 days.
What will your approach be tonight, to prepare your team? Will it be any different than what you would normally do? And what tone would you like to set with them and for them?
I think as the series goes on, whether it's been the LA series, Vancouver, Dallas, Florida, as the series goes on, things get a little more direct, simple, less information just because you know the team so well. There's no surprises. Everyone knows their face-off plays. Everyone knows what their forecheck is. They know their responsibilities. So the meetings get a little tightened up. And it doesn't change very much.
Right side, front row, Derek.
Okay, Chris, this team seems to play its best when it's backed up into a corner. I recall back going to that 3-game losing streak. You guys were in Carolina, and it looked like the bottom had fallen out of this team, I guess. What is it about this team's makeup that once they're backed in a corner, once it's a must-win situation like it was in Vancouver, that brings out the best in them?
I don't know. I think just their experiences in the past and how they've had difficult times, and anytime you get eliminated in playoffs in the past, and you learn lessons from that, and whether you're through a losing streak or they've been able to bounce back. I don't think they get too rattled on their situation. I think there's a lot of confidence in the team. We know that we've got a lot of good players and we have a good team, that if things haven't been going well, we can turn it around because collectively we have that ability.
Left side, third row, Greg.
Hey, Chris, over here. Thanks. We talked to Leon the other night. He said he's got to look in the mirror. He's got to be better. And I was curious for your evaluation of his series so far, maybe within context of the previous 3 rounds.
Yeah, not too often. Leon's held off the score sheet like he has been. But I think he has been contributing. You look at the McLeod goal. He didn't get a point on that, but I think he was a catalyst. I think he did the most of the work on that to set that goal up. So sometimes it's not fair to just judge a player on his points, his goals and assists. I've seen Leon obviously play better, but to say that he's playing poorly, I think is vastly unfair. I think he's helping a lot, but like our team, everyone can be a little bit better. And, takes a lot of pride in his game. He doesn't hide anything. He doesn't make excuses. So often players will make excuses. Well, things haven't gone well because of this, and I've been unfortunate, all that. But Leon's takes a lot of responsibility, and he's been pretty good from pretty much every game that I've seen him play.
Left side in the center.
Sure. Isn't the most frustrating being better in 2 than after 3 games? How little the mistakes are ending up in your own net?
Yeah, no, it's very, very disappointing, and that's pretty much the game. The game is about mistakes, and often we look at the plays that are made, the sauce passes, the one-time shots, the dekes, stuff like that. But it usually comes to just forcing the opposition to make a mistake and then capitalizing it. And I think we've forced Florida to make mistakes. I think that's shown up on how many scoring chances we've got, and what the high danger scoring chances have shown that we have created, forced them to make mistakes. But we gotta keep pushing, force them to make even more mistakes, and now it's capitalizing on those.
Left side, first row, Mark.
Chris, you have a team you just talked about, some soft passes and good plays. The style of your team is they like to make maybe an extra pass. Your hardest shooter, Bouchard, he doesn't waste a lot of shots. It's successful, like no one's criticizing him here. But you scored 2 goals at the end of that game on a couple of just get the puck to the net goals. How do you convince an Oilers team that likes to make the extra pass to get the thing to the net more?
I don't know. I look at our shot attempts. I think our shot attempts have been high. There's that element of luck, like Broberg's goal. That is luck. We didn't have anybody in front of the net. We had somebody off to the side and went off their defender. You shoot enough pucks, things will go in. But if you're shooting pucks where there's very little chance the puck's going to go in, then you end up having to defend. It's as players, you want good scoring chances, but you don't want to give them up. They have to decide on, is there a better play? Like you talk about goal scoring. East-west passes, how dangerous they are. And when there's an east-west pass, the goaltender's save percentage drops dramatically. And, if you're doing that, okay, we're trying to reduce the goalie's save percentage because that's ultimately how you score goals. But now on the flip side of it is, you might be giving up some opportunities to shoot pucks on net. So there's, it's when the pucks go in, you're doing things right, and when they don't, then you have to reevaluate. But I think over the course of time, things will work out. Just law of attrition.
We'll take 2 more in the back right, Celine.
Hi, Chris. I'm just wondering, as a coach, what's your balance of, in your messaging, X's and O's and what you just talked about versus, like Corey Perry was talking about how he's been in this situation a few times and he's savoring it a lot more. Like, how much of your message is tactical versus, say, savor this because we might not ever get this opportunity again or in our lives type of thing?
Yeah, no, I think the message has been to enjoy it. And, I've been saying that message, but I think they have been feeling that also. And, hopefully Zach Hyman has something, can write a storybook about this when it's all said and done. I think it's an excellent opportunity for us. Like I said before, if I'm going to do this is a group. I just think they've got a lot of confidence. They don't get too rattled about things, and there's frustration. I don't know if it's just frustration or disappointment. That we are down 3-0. Do we feel like we should be here? But we are. And we're going to make the most out of it.
Last one, front row, Pierre.
Yeah, Chris, I actually covered the series in 2014 when LA came back 3-0 down on San Jose. It's kind of an incredible thing to see once you get the first one. I'm wondering what your own personal history is at different levels of coaching, trying to come back from 3-0 down.
Yeah, no, I haven't been in that situation. We had Duncan Keith in the dressing room yesterday. He was talking to the players, nothing formal, but just going around. I know a story that he shared was Chicago, 2011. They were down 3-0, I believe, to Vancouver and made a heroic comeback. And I believe they lost Game 7 in overtime. And for unfortunate bounce, you never know. And when you have a good team, a lot of good players who believe, things can happen. But a lot of things have to work out. You got to get some bounces. You got to make some plays, and you need everybody contributing. And I think we can do that.